It's a sad thing when you get up every morning and you listen or to the radio or you turn on the TV and you hear so-and-so person have been shot. 2 people, gunfire, 3 people. And a few days ago, 9 people. We do live in a city, Baltimore City. Good morning, everybody. This is Chief O of Let's Talk About It. And now we need to talk about this. Why? Why in the world are we having so many young people getting shot, getting killed? Where are they getting these weapons from? I mean, we're talking 14, 15-year-old kid. Where do they get weapons from? To be able to shoot one another. We're talking guns. Who's making it possible for them to get these guns? We need to talk about that because the people that are getting killed are our youths, young people. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. It is such a bad, bad, sad thing. Every day you hear it. It comes up. It's to let you know there's 100 most recent homicides that just have taken place in Baltimore. You know, and I'm reading it to you so you can hear just in this month of September, Devon Barnes, Unique Danielle Green, Melvin White, Demerick Dukes, 100. All of these homicides took place from 9/12, from 9/09, 9/07, that is September. And it doesn't make any sense. We need to do something about it. We need to do something about it. The ages of these young people, 20, 28, 39, 30, 18, 19, 17, 49, 62. Why are these black people killing one another or getting themselves killed? You know, I've had been involved in 3 funerals since July 4th. Friends of mine who passed on, relatives of my own spouse, my own wife, her father and her sister passed on within a very short time, 12 days gap period between for her father to pass and then her sister pass. And it's been an extremely difficult time just to make sure that they are sent home properly. It's not an easy thing. Funeral arrangements, insurance collections for money for burying them, the tearing apart of hearts that knew these people and loved them very much. So I just can't understand how so many people can be killed, shot in Baltimore. I mean, who's making the money? The funeral home, the insurance company. Something has to be done. Where is this mayor? I mean, the guy, he can't just put himself on the line of fire. But on the other side, he's not saying anything. Where is this police chief? What is going on? I have a phone. You can call me. I think my phone is somewhere here, but I can answer it once it rings. If you have something to say about this, call me and let's talk about it. I don't know how to break this down, but death is not something that is, I mean, it's inevitable. But this homicides in Baltimore City every day, not once a while, but every day. Now my friends have died and my relatives have passed on, my wife's relatives, all died of not COVID, as some of y'all would claim, but other heart attacks and cancer. It just doesn't make any sense, my brothers and sisters. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm so tired of talking about it. I'm so tired of hearing about it. Constantly hearing about somebody getting killed today, shot today. It's been a very sad week because people that I have just engaged in sending home were people that I know. But here we are in Baltimore. Do we know who Sherry Birmingham is? Rashad Marshall, Anthony Buggs, Michael Holman? Do we know who these people are? Are they just numbers? Are they not people? Are they not somebody's father, somebody's child, somebody's husband? I mean, these folks are not young. Yeah. Anthony's 29 years old. And he's gone. Michael, 20 years old. He hasn't even started life. It doesn't make any sense. Stephen Savvy. You know, it no longer any need to write, to even have an obituary column. They don't even bother that. They just throw the numbers out there. One more nigga than died. Long ago, there used to be people that said a black man has been hung. And that sends out a vibe of fear and concern by every black person years ago. Nowadays, they just put it on the internet. And I'm looking right at them. Bernard Knotts. You know, Jermaine Dixon. Brian Palmer. James Burnett III. 43 years old. What is going on? Black people, please, are you asleep? You can go to sleep and may not even wake up. Or you wake up and go outside and a random shooter. Where the hell these kids get these guns that they can just shoot randomly, you know? See anybody and just take a shot. What is so frightening is the ages of these young people and people have been shot and killed. Listen. Vaseless Nettles, 24 years old. Oh no, Vaseless is 64. You know, the other thing that bothers me when I take a look at all these names of people that have been posted as homicides in Baltimore virtually every day, is their race. One person is unknown. His race is unknown. The second, here's the one, unknown. Black. Unknown. What the hell do you mean by he's not known? What race is he? Unknown? That's a race? Is that a new race? Black people. That's how they're listing it. Black people. Oh, here's one. Carlos, Amanda Fornez, Hispanic. Black again, unknown, black, unknown. And here's another Hispanic. White. Listen to this one. Sherry Birmingham. Sherry Birmingham is white. Sherry Birmingham is 48 years old. Gunshot. But everything else is just black. We're talking black people. 41, 26 years old. 41, 33, 26, 44, 43 years old. Young people, young. 40 years old is young. How do we talk about this? This is just too much. What can be done? Where the hell are the leaders? And these unknowns. What in the world is unknown? Unknown. Joseph Rogers. His race? Unknown. How do you like that? Zachary Weaver. Unknown. And there's another thing that bothers me is where these shooting and killing are taking place. Loyola Southway, Fairlawn Avenue, Pulaski Highway, Coventry Road, Preston Street, Redwood Street, Hanover Street, Pratt Street. It's not like these places are not known. They're known. East Baltimore Street and North Highway Avenue, Washington Boulevard, Belvedere Avenue, Patapsco Avenue, Baltimore Street, West Baltimore Street. That's where Michael met his face. Maryland Avenue, Tiago Parkway, Belvedere Avenue. What in the world is going on in Belvedere? The homicide in our community are just way too much. There's a list, an entire list of human beings that have been killed. And their ages is just baffling. These are generations that can reproduce another generation. But they're dead. They've been killed. Killed by the Lafayette Avenue, Milton Avenue, some of these, Gwen Oak Avenue, some of these places, every one of you that are listening and should be listening and should be talking about it, you know where these streets are. What's the core reason? What is the center? What is I don't understand. What is going on in terms of, Lawrence meeting his Lawrence Mack, 1800 Dover Street. You know where Dover Street is. He lost his life. Monument Street, Franklin, Orleans Street, Bel Air. It just seems like these are just areas where a lot of black people congregate. and somehow somebody has a gun, an argument ensues, and somebody lose their life. Does this make sense to you? All these happened this year, 2021. We're just in the 9th month. June. The one thing about this is that they give you some more. They give you some more. Anytime you want some more, they give you some more. Lexington Street, Tony Hogbaugh, Darren Sherrington, Dante Scott, Emmanuel Harley, Jackie. And just imagine, what is the cause? How do we fix it? That's what we need to talk about. It's very difficult to get a lot of black people to come on the air and talk about this because everybody's just hiding in the house. And I think I'm going to go a little further than this and create a community forum to talk about it. We have the sources to do that. We've been there before. I went there once and talked to an organization that mobilizes community. And then we should talk about it. What do we do about it? Do we just hide? Are we back in slavery? April. So many people got killed in April. In March, many people got killed. And I just went through 100, and they've taken me to February so I can see more. Baltimore homicide. In January, like every day, more than one. January 20th, January 20th, January 19th, January 19th, 8 p.m., January 21, or January 18, 6:30 p.m. Every day. This is every day, folks. This is not just a few things that just happen. No, this is every day of the month. Every day in the years. January, Curly Berry. January. Now we got a whole list of unknowns here. Derrick Jackson on 23rd Street. That's right downtown. January 1. So beginning from January, Tiffany Wilson is listed as the first person to have gotten killed on Stryker Street, 33 years old. Race, unknown. So from Tiffany, we're not going to go back to 2020 because they have another list of a lot of people that have gotten killed. But from Tiffany, it makes no sense. And it's a good question. This one I don't want to really see, but let's take a look at what happened last night in Baltimore. Just last night. A list of recent homicides in Baltimore City. We're making references to September 14th. Devon Barnes, unknown race. Devon, you know he black. Well, at least we think so. That is go by name. If you want to check it, Google it to yourself. Maybe that will help us to look at what we're talking about. You know, maybe that will help us to look at it. Well, here's another story that says from Wiki quote. He says, let me tell you what happened last night. Felton, is this about sex? Howard, no. Felton, forget it. Howard, I'm laying in bed. Felton, oh, what were you wearing? What were you wearing? Stop it, son of a gun, Lewis. Murderers lie, lit. The stories just continue to go on. We need to do something. Who is excavating this? Who's pushing it? Somebody's involved. It really angers all of us. You know, when the Baltimore Police Commissioner asks witnesses to come forward after 4 children shot, what does he get? Nothing. You know, in Townsend, how about somebody getting shot over a sign on Memorial Street? There's a clear division of race. What is caused by all this is just too much. But again, the big question is, what can we do about it? So I'm going to go ahead and make a plan, you know, to see if we can bring a community together and begin to really talk about it. What else can we do? How much more tears can we give? I suppose the media is having a field day. But we just simply don't have the right people to talk about it. Or perhaps the best thing is to keep quiet. Stay silent until bullets come your way. Bullet knows no name. As a Vietnam vet, I can let you know, bullet knows no name. And we need to find out what to do about the homicides in Baltimore City. I know that this show is going to be a short version. I have been away for some time, and I'm back. My producer is such a great guy. Yeah, I had a moment of, let me give it all up. Let me look out for the bullet. No, it don't work that way. But he insisted we go on. So we're going on. And I will contact this organization that I'm familiar with and call for a community meeting. Strictly to talk about a homicide. We just don't understand it. Black people shooting black people. White people shooting black people. That's the numbers that I would love to see. Of all the black people that are being killed, it all just the way that they configure the data, it seems like it's just black people shooting black people. But I would love to see the data that shows how many white people kill black people. And yes, or data on how many black people kill white people. Or data on how many, because I mean, you know, if this is a race war, they say that it is. And how many women, young girls, that are now losing their lives over some boy. That's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend. Bam. It's unfortunate because this trigger person once apprehended. So we lose a trigger person, we lose a person killed, and we lose the potential for reproductive life. It's a lot of people that go to jail. A lot of people. And we need to do more talking about it. We need to say something about it. We need to come up with some solution for it. There must be somebody left in the community who can really bring the community together. What reporters do is really basically just for television's sake. And that makes money for the media folks. You know, the people in Fox News and all, they all make money. Once we keep talking about it, they got the camera right on you, and the next thing you know, there's some more shooting. Who knows how many people are getting shot because Fox News broadcasts everything. Or the Sun, the newspaper here in Maryland, they broadcast it. They tell the story their way, their story. But a family loses their family, a family member. And virtually nothing can stop that. Let's talk about it. With Chief O, text me. I'll be calling on some people to come on the air to talk about it. It's just tiresome. Folks are getting tired, very tired. It's becoming harder and harder to talk about it. But like my producer says, in his own way, we cannot stop. We must continue to talk about it. Black people should wake up. I'm wearing a hat now in memory of a good friend who passed on, but he passed on with cancer, we think. When the obituary says cause of death, unknown. Excuse me? Cause of death, unknown. After an autopsy. We got some bad generation of people. I've seen generations come and go in my lifetime, but what's going on now? You really got to stay very tight to the family to keep it safe. Keep the family safe. Your family, my family, our family. What do we do with what's going on in the community? And apparently the community, the politicians within our community don't seem to care anymore. They've given up. They don't walk the streets anymore. They look for the camera. They look for the media. They speak through media. They don't knock on some people's doors or walk up to a brother and say, "What's happening, bro? How you doing? Are you working? Are you doing? Are you living all right?" You know, the politicians of today are just useless. But you keep voting for them because they tell you that, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to change the community. We're going to stop the shooting. Have they stopped the shooting? No. Have you looked at the list? Is that what is called stopping it or not even slowing it down? The numbers up to date now is over 200 and some numbers. So what good is the promises that they've given to you? Our children now, you can see them. They're going down to school. The politicians of today just are so dangerous to communities. Sometimes it seems that they're more dangerous to outside of their own community than to the community of their own. I can only ask the good Lord to please watch over us. I know my broadcasting is very doesn't contain the fire that it usually does, but I'll be back. I'll be back. There's no doubt about it. We just have to find some way to get to the community. How often have you seen the person that you voted for in your community come over and say, greet you? Come over for dinner, breakfast. How hard are they working to create jobs? And if there are any one of them that are trying to create jobs, how hard are the ones that are trying to take the jobs away? It's a tug war. But I think the ones that are trying to do something good, I don't know who they might be. And maybe you don't either. The ones that are trying to create jobs are not winning. They're just not winning. So what else can we do? I just don't know. I just want to go ahead and ask the producer. Let's very much end this segment because this segment is a sad segment. I don't like sad segments. I like a little bit more spunk, a little more spirit, upward broadcasting. So those of you who may see this and you may look at me and say, this is not the chief O we know. To some extent, every time I look at the list of all the homicides and all the children and all the young people that were being killed, it's mourning time. It's time. But how long can we mourn? How long? I can only ask God to watch over us, protect us, give us the guidance that we need, and the strength to handle all these things that are going on. My producer, until next week, this is Chief O. Protect your family. Watch out for your children. Everybody is in danger in Baltimore City. Everybody is in danger in Baltimore City. And we need to take steps to protect ourselves. That's all for today. Until the next time. God bless you. This is Chief O on Let's Talk About It. Have a good week.